Hi there, Natalie with you today with a new process video for Pinkfresh Studio. And this time I want to use the Just a Little Lovely collection to create a layer all about my baby boy, which is my little doggy. So what I'm going to do for this layout is I'm going to use the pieces that were left over from my previous project, and I actually fussy cut the flowers of the hope paper, and that's the teal paper, the watercolor paper with that little row of designs. So fussy cut the bottom part, the white part of it, because the other side had this beautiful grid that watercolor between blues and teals and purples, and I want to use that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create kind of a vertical design on one side of the layout, and my choice of going with a non-white background is because I'm going to take advantage of a lot of the florals in this collection. So I'm going to fussy cut quite a bit of the flowers, and a few of them are illustrations of white cardstock with either black lining or like a really dark gray outline. So to have those stand out, I want a soft non-white background, and even though it's going to be really soft and it's going to stand out, I'm going to add a little bit of acrylic paint just where the picture is going to be sitting. So you saw that I used a pencil to mark the area, and I'm going to use a really thin coat of white acrylic paint, and it's just going to soften a little bit of the background. And then just to finish that, I'm going to add a few splatters of the diluted white paint that I used. And then just to finish it, I'm going to add a few splatters of the licorice liquid watercolor from Pinkfresh Studio. I just want to bring some accents of black, and also it's going to kind of mark where everything is going to go. So until that dries completely, I'm going to set it aside, and I'm going to go start working on the layers for this layout. So you're going to see that I am actually going to play with some remnants of papers that I had from my previous project, and it's the other project that is actually on today's blog spot in the Pinkfresh Studio blog. So what I'm doing is I really love the tone in the B side of the Hope paper, and it has like a small grid that has like teals and purples and blues, and I want to take advantage of that as the background or what is going to ground my page. So you're going to see that I'm going to glue it right onto my layout, kind of in a vertical line where I added the paint, and then I'm going to follow by the strip of paper that I'm going to add after is actually part of the whole paper, but I'm going to use the B side, the part that has the grid. I want to bring some of that white paper just to be, it's going to be a nice place where the picture is going to sit. So you're going to see that once I have those in place, I'm actually going to bring the watercolor fantasy washi tape, and this is one of the washi tapes that Pinkfresh Studio just released not too long ago, and I'm bringing it because it has the same tones, those blues and purples and a little bit of yellow in it, and I think it's going to complement the colors of the flowers. One is also going to help me kind of widen the strips of paper that I'm adding, and just going to create the illusion of an extra layer without adding the bulk, which is a plus in my little arsenal of ideas. So once I'm going to distress a little bit of the edges, and I'm going to take it out of camera and go to my sewing machine just to add a few lines of stitching just to hold all of these in place. When I come back, you're going to see that I'm going to start working on layers for the photo and also fussy cut it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am actually going to back the picture, and I'm going to pull this paper. It's called Story, and it has a lot of cut apart cards, but I really wanted that pinkish kind of purplish tone. So I'm going to, and it fits actually the two pictures that I have together. It fits really nice inside the box. So I cut it, and I'm just going to layer that underneath my picture, kind of a matte. And after that, I am actually going to bring, I believe this paper is, I can't remember, it's the one with the big wreath. I don't know if it's called One Fine Day or around here, but I'm going to use the B side, and I'm going to choose the area. I'm going to cut a piece of paper in the area where the purple kind of meets the yellow and the pink, which is the colors that a lot of the flowers that I'm going to fussy cut have. And I'm also going to cut just a little rectangle and just use it to back or layer behind my picture. Once I have that in place, I'm going to add a little bit of foam adhesive behind these pictures, and I'm going to put it in place. And I'm adding the foam adhesive just because I want the picture to stand out. And now here's going to I'm going to go into fussy cutting. So I love the wreath. I wanted to use it as a wreath, but I think that the illustrations are beautiful, so why not take advantage of a separate florals. So you're going to see that I'm going to fussy cut. I'm going to say pretty much the entire wreath. And I'm gonna fussy cut the watercolor flowers, and I'm also gonna fussy cut the black and white illustrations. And I'm gonna fussy cut also a few of the black and white illustrations from the Around Here paper, and also from the, I think this is called One Fine Day paper. So I'm gonna fussy cut, like I said, quite a bit of them. You see the little containers full of my fussy cut flowers. And once I put the picture in place, I'm gonna start using the florals and some of the embellishments to create clusters. So my idea is I want to combine the white and black, in this case illustrations, with some of the watercolor florals. And my idea was to create kind of a seed that wrapped around the strip of the paper and the picture. So think I'm gonna have the illusion that the flowers are coming to the top of the picture, on like it's gonna kind of hide behind the picture, and then they're gonna pop on the other side of the picture like you're gonna see right now, and then kind of hide again and come at the bottom of the picture. So it's gonna create some movement on my page. And like I said, it kind of looks like a seed that wraps around the strip of paper and the picture. So all I'm doing is just adding some foam adhesive, playing with, like I said, the combination of color and black and white, just to create this shape. Now, along the way, I'm gonna bring some of the embellishments just because I have an idea of what I wanna add. And like I said, this layout is all about my little boy, and really he's our baby. Like, all of us treat him as such, and he's a little spoiled little dog. I gotta admit it. And he loves it, and we love him. Trust me, he is such a sweetheart anyways. So once I have all my florals in place, I am gonna go ahead and work on the title. And I knew that I wanted to stay within those cool colors. I wanted to take advantage of those blues, especially because my dog is a boy. Blues and those purples, just like they have them in the flowers. So I cut the word sweet from the puffy word stickers, and I'm gonna use that as part of my title. And then I'm gonna bring the mini alphas, and I'm gonna kind of stay within the blue tones. And my title is gonna spell my sweet little boy. So I'm gonna use the word sweet right there, and then I'm gonna add kind of the half bottom part of the layout, and then I'm gonna write the word little boy with the cool tone of the mini alphas, and the word mine with the warm tone of the mini alphas. And I thought that was a nice combination of all the colors that I have going on the background. Once I have that in place, and if you see it, because of the flowers, I'm doing a lot of the work on this layout. They're beautiful. I don't want to hide them. I don't want to add too much to it. It's going to take no time to finish this layout. The embellishment is going to be so simple. I'm going to bring actually quite a few, some of the word stickers. And also you're going to see that I'm going to play with, I really looked through the entire collection looking for pieces that were blue or had something to do with purple. And I happened to find in the puffy stickers, there was one that has an arrow that says, I think it says, you are loved beyond word. I can't remember. I think it's you are loved, or the one that I'm playing with right now. So I play with a few different places for it. And I really like the fact that in between the two pictures, I had a white space, so it's gonna fit perfect there. I'm gonna add some more embellishments that have a lot of blue and, like I said, purple. Those are the colors that I'm trying to focus the layout on. And once I have that in place, you're gonna see right now that I like what everything's sitting. I'm gonna start bringing some of the, I think those are the worst stickers, and honestly, I think I need like a couple more sets of those because those are great. There's so many beautiful sentiments. So I'm gonna just start bringing some of them, and I'm gonna place them in different areas, kind of build my visual triangle. As you see right now, the top of the floral, the middle of the layer, in between the two pictures, and then the bottom is pretty much where I'm gonna focus my embellishment. You're gonna see that I'm gonna bring one of the word stickers towards the bottom of the layout. One's gonna go right on top, and there's gonna be another one right in the center, like I said, in the middle of the top picture where I added the small cluster. After that, just to finish this layout, I am actually gonna bring some of the enamel dots, and I try to play with the combination again of the cool tones. I'm gonna bring a few of the blush ones just so it picked up some of the color that I have in the background. And then I'm gonna add my lines with journal. I play with that idea too. I was thinking maybe I put it like, in that little hole of that kind of the space that C creates. But I thought it was gonna make it really heavy on the right hand side of the layout. So my choice was to go right underneath my title, in between the little boy and the big black splatter. Perfect place for my little journal lines. And you're gonna see that once I put that in place, I actually, the final layer, you're gonna see that I moved some of the enamel dots around. I'm gonna keep the ones right at the corner, at the edges of that C shape situation, but I'm gonna move the ones that I have in the center cluster of florals to actually the title, just because I wanted to balance everything. And that's about it. I love how this turned out. This layer was so much fun to put together, and it's very easy, and it's all based on fussy cutting and using the collection to its max. And I love how this turned out, and I hope you try it. As always, if you have any questions or how this came together, do not hesitate to contact me. I would love to give you a hand. Don't forget to check the blog to see the other project that I created using the Just a Little Lovely collection. It's such a beautiful collection, very versatile. And if you like florals and watercolor, then this is right up your alley. Thank you so much for joining me, and take care, guys.